So today's video is going to be a super fast tutorial of how to plant and grow heirloom oregano and then save its seeds. Basically a complete A to Z on how to do it. So the first thing that you're going to need is heirloom oregano seeds if you don't already have some, because you need the oregano plants first in order to get the seeds from them so you can plant new oregano plants the next growing season. Now these heirloom oregano seeds from Botanical Interest have done well for me, and if you're interested in purchasing them, then I'll put a link to them down below in the description box. Now when it's safe in your area to plant your garden, when the danger of frosts are gone, then I'll make a small indentation into the soil and then I'll just drop a pinch of the seeds or several of those seeds into that small hole that's probably only 1/4 of an inch deep. Basically, you're planting the seeds almost at the surface of your soil and just pushing a little bit of soil over the top of them. Now because those seeds are so tiny, it's hard to get only one seed on your finger, so grabbing a pinch of them is just easier to do. Plus it helps to ensure that at least one seed will germinate, ensuring that you'll have at least one plant growing there. And I will also plant them so that each plant will be about 2 feet apart. And then when the seeds have germinated and started growing, then when they reach about 2 or 3 inches tall, then I will just pluck the smaller plants and leave the largest one to keep growing. And then you just let your oregano grow. And you can harvest the leaves right off of the plant as it's growing to put into your recipes when they're still green and fresh. Or you can also harvest them and let them dry out so you can use them over the cold months too. And then when it gets closer to the end of the growing year, the oregano plants will start producing the small flowers like you see here in the video. Now just a heads up, once the oregano starts to flower, the leaves will start to lose their taste because all of their energy is going to the flower. So it's best to harvest the leaves that you want before the plant comes to flower. And it's actually these little flowers that contain the seeds, which we will see more of here in just a minute. Now to harvest the heirloom seeds from your heirloom oregano plant, you want to let the flowers to actually die and to turn brown and crumbly. These live flowers that you see here, the seeds inside of them haven't fully matured yet. So you want to harvest the seeds from the brown and crumbly flowers. And then you just take those brown and crumbly flowers and you just point them downwards into whatever you're using to catch the seeds. And you just kind of run your fingers over the tops of the flowers to get it to release those tiny seeds. And as you do this, these tiny little seeds will just fall out of that flower and down onto your plate or whatever you're using. And hopefully you can see here just how tiny these seeds are. They're just little tiny dots. Now I almost always get a little bit of flower debris that falls down with the seeds too, so I just slightly blow on it, just enough so that it blows the debris away and leaves the seeds behind. Now oregano is actually a perennial, which means that it would actually grow back year after year, but doing this allows you to expand your oregano garden for free. And it also allows you to grow a new plant if one of your older plants dies. Then you can also just give seeds to your friends or family. Now I just put my heirloom oregano seeds into a paper envelope and I'll just keep them in a cool dark place like a closet over the winter. And then when the spring comes, I'll just plant them and the process will start all over again. Plant them just below the soil surface, push a little dirt over them and water regularly, harvest the leaves as they grow, let the flowers turn brown and crumbly, turn the flowers towards a plate and flick my finger across the tops of the flowers to release the seeds. And then lastly, store my seeds over the winter to plant those seeds in the spring instead of buying more seeds from the store. And if you'd like to learn how to cultivate your own wild yeast, and then make your own home milled flour to make a loaf of bread outside in a fire pit, then click on the video that should be appearing on the right side of the screen just about now. Anyways folks, if you made it this far, hey, thank you very much for watching, and I pray that you have a good night.